understand this whole issue. So I want to state it real clearly here. I said he's called the Word. He's referred to. He's shown in Christophanies all through the Old Testament. I'm a heretic for that, too, for saying that he manifested in the flesh as God to Abraham and the angel of the Lord with Jacob and that wrestled with him and so forth. But I stand on that. I don't understand.
Now, what we have here, brothers and sisters, is Her Unholiness Pope Renee Roland has exposed herself again for rejecting the eternal sonship of Jesus Christ. And this isn't the only time she's done this. She's done this plenty of times before, as most of you probably know. And like every false teacher does, they try to, double talk their way out of, their corner that they put themselves in, and they try to claim that they're being misunderstood and that we're taking her out of context and all this other garbage. But at the end of the day, if you don't believe that Jesus was the Son in the Old Testament, you don't believe that Jesus is the eternal Son of God. I mean, there's no other options. You either believe that he's the Son of God in the Old Testament, and he always been, always will be, or you don't. And I'm not going to get into that. Brother Kevin, Pure Word KJV's made some great videos dealing with that. So I highly encourage you to check them out. I've also got them on my channel too. But just like the popes of Rome, just like Martin Richling and Brian Denlinger and Edward Fininger, Renee has assumed herself to be pope, unable to receive correction and rebuke. And this isn't the only heresy that Renee teaches. She's also pushing the inclusionism gospel, that everybody's already saved, everybody's already in Christ. You just got to wake up to that reality. Completely heretical and blasphemous. She also has thanked Sin City Preacher for showing her the truth, the quote-unquote truth about the second death, which is, Sin City Preacher, by the way, teaches annihilationism, which is completely unbiblical. And what we have is yet another cult, just like the Andersonites, who will go to great lengths to defend Anderson and Jimenez and all these other people. The cult of Renee Roland, the Rolandites, will go to great lengths to defend Renee Roland at the cost of truth, at the cost of, what's goodly and godly. And the really sad thing about it is her followers, the Rolandites, they try to accuse us of saying that we're attacking her for preaching the gospel, and they try to say that we're not really saved because we're attacking her, like trusting Renee is evidence of salvation or something. And these people trust in men rather than God, and they trust a cult leader rather than the Bible. And I'm just going to read 2 Timothy 3:7, where it says, "Ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth." And that's basically what Renee is, and all of these other YouTube popes. They'll keep reading the Bible. They'll keep, reading man's wisdom, man's philosophy, and they're not going to come to the knowledge of the truth. They're not going to, believe what God says in this book. They're going to cling on to whatever they want to hold on to, and it's really sad. And the people that are listening to Renee Roland, turn her off. Flee from these wicked teachers that pervert and change the nature of God and teach that sonship equals inferiority. And the really funny thing is that they'll try to say that people like me who teach the eternal sonship of Christ, they'll say that, oh, you believe that Jesus is eternally subordinate to the Father. But, like, according to their own definition of sonship, their Jesus is still inferior to the Father. I mean, I can't be the only one that sees this. I mean, it's just spiritual blindness 101. And you need to flee these wicked teachers. Don't walk away from them. Run away from them. And get into the Word of God. Get into the Bible. And get your truths from there. And not from these YouTube popes that do not bring the doctrine of Christ and thus are anathema. And that's all I have. Until next time, God bless and take care.